There are places in this world where the trees whisper secrets, where shadows stretch a little too long, and where the air itself feels wrong. In the heart of the United Kingdom, beyond the cities and rolling hills, there are forests that hold something far older than folklore, something waiting in the dark. Tonight, we step off the beaten path and into the most haunted woods in the UK. But be warned, some who enter never truly leave. Our first step takes us deep into Dartmoor, to Wistman's Wood, an ancient twisted expanse of gnarled oak trees draped in moss. The air is thick, damp and heavy with something unseen. Some say the woods are cursed, a home to the spectral wild hunt, a ghostly procession of howling hounds and shadowy riders that tear through the mist on a stormy night. Walk these woods after dark and you might hear them. The deathly baying of the Wisht hounds, their fiery eyes cutting through the gloom. These beasts are said to be the devil's own hunting dogs, prowling the land in search of lost souls. There are even whispers that those who wander too far never return, their souls trapped in the very trees that surround them. One witness, a seasoned hiker, reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread as he ventured deeper into the woods. Then, the barking started. Low at first, then rising to a deafening crescendo. He ran, his breath ragged, only to find deep claw marks on the tree nearest to his camp the next morning. Not all ghosts are bound by chains. Some are bound by grief. Deep within Eversholt Woods in Bedfordshire, a sorrowful spirit is said to roam. The legend tells of a young woman, a bride-to-be, who was murdered on the eve of her wedding. Some say her body was never found, swallowed by the earth and the roots themselves. Visitors have reported seeing a pale figure in a torn wedding dress, gliding through the trees. Others claim to have heard soft weeping carried on the wind. But the most unsettling encounters, a cold unseen hand brushing against her skin, as if pleading, begging to be found. One couple camping nearby awoke to the sound of rustling outside their tent. When they peered out, they saw a figure in white standing motionless beneath the trees. The moment they blinked, she was gone. Only a faint sob remained in the night air. Pluckley, known as England's most haunted village, hides something even more sinister beyond its borders. Daring Woods, better known as the Screaming Woods. Here, the dead do not rest easy. Legends tell of travellers who entered the wood at dusk and never left. Their spirits still wander, doomed to relive their final moments. Those who dare step between these trees after dark have heard the agonizing screams of the lost, their cries of terror echoing between the trunks. Some say the trees themselves leaning closer, as if they are listening, as if they are waiting for you. A local man claims he ventured in on a dare, only to hear hurried footsteps behind him. When he turned, the path was empty. Yet the footsteps continued, circling closer. He ran, but the screams followed him home, haunting his dreams ever since. Cannock Chase, a forest that holds more than just wildlife. Here, stories of black-eyed children haunt the memories of those who dare to venture too deep. These pale, hollow-eyed figures appear suddenly, watching from the treetops or the shadows. Their gaze empty, yet somehow piercing. Many have reported a chilling sensation before spotting them, a sudden drop in temperature, the eerie feeling of being watched. And those who have locked eyes with these spectral children, they say the memory never fades. The image burned into their minds forever. A mother walking her dog claimed she saw a young girl on the path ahead. As she approached, the child lifted her head, revealing pitch-black eyes, void of any light. The woman turned and ran, the sound of small, relentless footsteps echoing behind her until she reached the road. Scotland is no stranger to the supernatural, and deep in Ross-shire, the Fairy Glen hides its own mysterious presence. Unlike the other haunted woods, the spirits here are said to be ancient fey beings, neither good nor evil, but mischievous and sometimes vengeful. Travellers have spoken of strange lights weaving through the trees, vanishing before they can be reached. Others tell of whispers, soft, unintelligible, yet unmistakably not human. Those who dare disrespect the land often find themselves lost, as if the very forest conspires to keep them trapped. One hiker left a rock formation untouched until he heard laughter echoing through the glen. When he turned, his backpack had vanished. He found it a mile away, sitting in a perfect circle of stones. There are places where the veil between the living and dead is thin, places where history leaves scars, and where the lost are never truly gone. These haunted woods have stood for centuries, their roots deep in the past, their shadows hiding untold horrors. If you ever find yourself alone, standing at the edge of the trees, staring into the darkness, ask yourself, are you really alone? Or is something watching? If you've enjoyed this journey into the haunted forests of the UK, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more tales of the eerie and unexplained. And tell me, are you really afraid of what's behind you?